Hi, my name is Casey Williams. I am a music leader here at Bismarck First Baptist Church.
I am Ralph Scherfus, and I'm owner of Scherf Church here in Bismarck.
My name is Bobby Upchurch. I'm pastor at Providence Baptist Church, and I teach at Farmington High School.
We wanted to talk to you about a special event going on this year. It is called Notes for Hope.
Notes for Hope is an annual event in our community that traditionally has been to bring awareness to depression and suicide and the effects that it has on the people that we know and love. And this year we're going to use the event to also raise some funds for Farmington Presbyterian Children's Home. It's a mission that is happening in our own community that addresses some of these issues in our youth today.
This year it'll be a 2-day event starting on September 18th running through the 19th. Basically just showcasing our local music we have here in the area. Something a little special we're doing this year though is Sunday morning we will actually be having a service led by Mr. Bobby Upchurch.
I've been fortunate enough to be a part of this event for multiple years now, and it's always a good time to get together with people you know and share music. But at an event called Notes for Hope, every year I sort of leave there feeling like the one true eternal hope that we have in the church isn't proclaimed there. And so this year we're going to take the opportunity to have a worship service Sunday morning, and we're going to put Christ on display to a group of people who maybe don't go to church on Sundays and who have maybe never heard the gospel.
So when Casey called me and asked me if I'd be willing to be part of this, I was super excited. I wanted to do this because I live in the same community you guys do, and I see how much brokenness there is around us all the time. And so we have an opportunity as a church to come together for the entire community, not just for our individual fellowships or whatever, like the entire community to come together and point them to the hope of Jesus Christ, because that's what it's all about. Immediately I started thinking about what Jesus said in John chapter 14, where he says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. Not as the world do I give it to you. Let your hearts not be troubled, neither let them be afraid." Jesus said the world's going to try and offer you hope, and we see that, right? We see the peace that the world is trying to give all the time. It just doesn't work, right? We walk away still feeling empty and still feeling broken. So I have a different kind of peace, and I have a different kind of hope, and that's what we want to be able to do, is come together, have this worship service, and show people what the hope is really there for them, the hope of Jesus Christ. And so what we're asking is that as a church, maybe you guys consider coming out. It's at 11 o'clock, which I know is like typical church time. I get it, like I am a pastor, I understand like that's kind of a weird thing. Maybe it's uncomfortable, but maybe sometimes we need to feel a little bit uncomfortable to show our community what the love of Christ really looks like. And how exciting would it be for the church whole, Big C, to come together and say, I know that there's brokenness in this community. I know that there are people who struggle deeply with depression and suicidal thoughts, and we are not okay with it. We want to show them the hope that comes from Jesus Christ, and we come together, we fellowship together, and we point to the hope of Jesus Christ. And that's what this event is all about. So basically what we're asking is for you guys to consider on September 19th at 11 o'clock, coming out to Columbia Park in Park Hills, worshiping with us, praying together with us, and proclaiming the hope of Jesus Christ. Some good things to keep in mind is that, yes, it's at kind of a weird time for the church, but it's from 11 to 12, and at 12 o'clock the food trucks show up, and so you don't have to worry about lunch or anything like that. You can stick around, eat right there in Columbia Park. Our families can fellowship together, and we can really be the body of Christ coming together saying, we know that there's brokenness here, and we want to point them to the Jesus who can fix that.
We'll be taking up a love offering that morning for the benefit of the Farmington Presbyterian Children's Home to support kids who are struggling. We encourage the church to show up and give sacrificially for the good of the kids in our own Jerusalem. If you can't be present for the event and you'd like to make a donation to Farmington Presbyterian Children's Home, we encourage you to do so.
The reason we chose the Presbyterian Children's Home for this benefit, not just because they're a great organization and what they do for our community, But right now, because of the pandemic, they are massively underfunded, and we just wanted to use this as an opportunity to help them out and sort of give back, and also just show them a bit of attention and put a spotlight on the ministry that they provide for our community.
September 19th, 11 o'clock. We hope we get to see you guys there.